to Reflective Fashion Production. This is Fantastic Friday. It's important to have a positive affirmation and mental check in, and this is my weekly with you. If you have been scrolling through and decided to click on this video, hello. My name is Monica. If you are back from the last time we were having a chat, I hope you have been staying focused, moving forward, and being fabulous. So I've recorded this video so many times because I have a format. And I'm sticking to it moving forward. Like, I got notes and everything. I'm really excited because it's all hands on deck next year. Sorry, I got a lot going on. It's all hands on deck next year when it comes to this channel. So I do want to say thank you to everybody that has taken the time to subscribe to the channel. We have went from 250 subscribers to 465, which is so exciting. Not only that, but we hit 1,000 hours today in watching, which is really exciting. So I do want to let you know this is a lifetime. No, it's not. It's a lifestyle channel. We started this channel and we were going out of town, and also Malia was doing her little munchies with Malia. We were doing that, and then I was talking about my hair, but over time, like, I would watch the videos and take them down. I would not like the edit and how I edit things. So I just basically was just like, I don't like that video. And then I will pull it down. So then we stopped for a minute. And when I tell you, we literally have had this channel for the last, I want to say 6, 7, maybe even 8 years. We've had this channel for a minute. So I'm just like, okay, we got to get this taken care of, because there are a lot of things that happen, and I'm just like, oh my God, I made a video about that a long time ago and I never posted it, or I wish I would have just hit it and then brought it back later just to say, I talked about this a long time ago, but I can't do that because I deleted the video. It's just so much. One of the things that I was reflecting on this week, and now I know that there's room for my podcast. I have had a hard time. When I tell you I've had a hard time, because I'll start talking about something and then jump into another topic. And that's what I'm going to do with Fantastic Friday. I am going to keep it about 15 minutes, and it's going to go from trending topics that resonated with me to just why it resonated with me to how I'm going to move forward and make it fabulous for me, because I understand what's going on. So that is basically what the format is going to be. I'm really excited. And then this is the best part about it. I am going to put my podcast out. So my podcast will be out either Saturday or Sunday, and it's going to be talking about the trending topics. And not only will it be talking about the trending topics, but my podcast is about self-improvement, and self-improvement is important to me. It's like an umbrella it's an umbrella of being self-aware. So you have your self-awareness, and then you got like self-care. And I don't care what anybody says, but self-care is like more than just the physical. It's your mental too. It's your mental, emotional, financial, all of those things, spiritual. It's all of those things wrapped in one. And that's something that I'm really, really excited to talk about. And I am going to try my best to make sure that I do 2 episodes a month. So it's going to be every other month that I really just talk about the trending topics, why it resonated with me, and then bring it back to just talking about what is it called? I can't even talk right now. Emily is about to walk through the door. Emotional intelligence. I couldn't think of it. It was right here on my forehead. So that's something that I'm really excited about. One of the things that I do want to talk about is the trending topics that happen this week. Hi. How are you? Okay, we had to have a little chit chat real quick before I continue. Okay, let's talk about this. So the trending topic of this week that really resonated with me is basically what was going on TikTok. And to me, I kind of feel like what was trending was actually being mean and bullying. That's what was trending. And a lot of people were talking about it. And to be honest with you, there was a group of girls who basically, I don't know if they were, what happened. It started with a creator who called the group of girls Super Five. And then this Super Five clique decided to make different videos. And then Jackie, and we know Jackie, we all love her, right? So she decided to talk about her experience with these young ladies. And at first, I was wondering if I should just insert the video or if I should, like, how should this work? And I just decided that I am going to play it on my podcast because I'm going to go deeper into it because her video really resonated with me. And I just felt like she made some really good points and it's actually levels to it. So she did this video and she was just saying her experiences that she had with the girls. I feel like she did a really good job of breaking it down because sometimes when I personally try to make videos and try to break things down, I feel like I just be all over the place. I'm just everywhere. So she broke down this video and she was just saying her experiences. And then she just talked about a few other things as well. And then all of a sudden, the girls, they decided that you know what? I'm going to put the video here because she made her video and then they did this. And to me, I just felt like that was kind of like interesting. That I was just like, wait a minute, hold on, what's going on? So then these two other ladies, which one of them, I see her commentary sometime. I never seen the other lady before until she actually said something. I was like, So I went back and their names are Mecca and Jamila. I never seen Jamila before, but I do see Mecca a lot on my For You page or whatever. So they did a podcast and they did this podcast. And I feel like this podcast, they were throwing rocks and hiding their hands because at the end of the podcast, they offered Jackie to come on the podcast and talk about it. Talk about what? Because me personally, I was just like, okay, wait a minute. You literally just had receipts, went through this whole little thing, said, okay, well, this is what I said. You really just proved her point is basically what I was saying. Like they proved her point and then they tried to like not invalidate her feelings at all. Like she has feelings. I think as a human, we all have feelings. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because Jamie Foxx recently just put out what had happened was his comedy special, which I think was a monologue. Me personally, I think it was a monologue and it was amazing. And I'm not really going to do a spoiler alert. However, there are some things that I'm going to talk about. So if you haven't seen it, I think you should pause it here and then go watch it and come back. So he basically said the internet tried to kill him. And I was like, that's very true. And it's on topic too. Like this week has been going out of control. So with that being said, when he said that, it resonated with me too, because I'm just like, yeah, the internet just be out here out of pocket, just saying things like, they had conspiracy theories out and then they're just saying what they think happened, but they don't really know. And one of the things that really hit me the most with Jackie and with Jamie is that the boundaries, the barriers, the walls, like you have to make sure that you can have those things to protect yourself. Like that is huge. And I feel like that's very, very, very important is to have those things. So like when it came to the girls and basically talking about how she felt, she made this video and then she kept it moving. Like I'm not just on the trend, just following different trends and seeing what everybody is doing. That's not what I do. I just saw her video and it resonated with me. There was a part of that video that just touched my heart. So when it came to the girls responding to the video that she created, it kind of bothered me. It kind of triggered me and it made me mad because it was just like, this lady literally just said, as a bigger creator, she feels like she's unfairly held to this higher standard. But at the same time, like she's human. We're all human. We all have these things that go on in our lives that really just, sometimes they're not okay. Like, and with emotional intelligence, I think it's important to understand you have to be able to understand your feelings as well as understand people's feelings around you. One of the things that I can say for sure is that I felt like the girls really just basically did a PR move when it came to Jackie. Jackie jumped on a trending topic, and then they saw that Jackie jumped on this trending topic, and then they were like, "Oh, so she talking about us too? Okay, I'm gonna jump on this." So they jumped on it, and they used her to where they were like, "Okay, we're gonna roll out and we're gonna talk about our podcast." Now, I'm not 100% sure if they've always had a podcast, but me personally, I feel like they were doing that to get people to come to their podcast and listen to it. That's just me, and that's just how I feel about the whole situation, because that's what I was picking up, just watching it. Because I'm just like, okay, at the very end, you ask this woman to come onto your platform and talk about, her experiences with you all, but you still put her through experience. And you got to have thick skin to keep going through this experience. And I feel like when it came to Jamie Foxx, he broke it down in his special, just talking about, like, my family rallied around me, and my sister was not playing, my daughter was not playing, because she saw what was going on the internet. And sometimes, it's hard to look at those things. Like, if you are going to be in PR and know what it is when it comes to people's thoughts, minds, and opinions, you have to be ready. You have to be ready for whatever. And I think having emotional intelligence is a good and a bad thing, right? So there's good and bad on both ends. So you can respectfully agree to disagree with me and what I'm saying. You can go to, my podcast, and we can continue this conversation and talk about it. Or you could just be like, I don't like, you know what? It doesn't even matter. That doesn't matter. But I really feel like when it comes to PR, like, you have to be careful with that. Like, are you going to ride on somebody's feelings so that you can, boost yourself up? Or are you going to, take this opportunity to say, you know what? Maybe we should talk about something else. Maybe we should do something else. Because that's what it was in a nutshell. In a nutshell, that's exactly what it was. Just, looking at it for what it is. Like, there's so many things that are going on that we tend to not really think about. I feel like when it came to Jackie's video, and I said that it resonated with me, I truly do, because as an older daughter, as an older cousin, and then as being in the middle, like when I'm with all my cousins, it was like I was the one that was just like watching. I'm just like, I don't want to be a part of that, because I felt some type of way when things would happen. Like, I don't want to get in trouble because you guys are getting in trouble too, because that's not me, because I didn't do it. So I'm going to tell that I was labeled a snitch. Why? Because I didn't want to be sitting in the corner watching everybody. No. Why are we going to go to the park and then we all got to sit and watch other people play? That's the type of stuff that would happen when I was growing up. Like, when I say people be throwing rocks and hiding their hands, my little sister used to do that all the time. She would throw rocks and then we would get in trouble. And she literally throw rocks and hide her hands and be like, they did it. And we would get in trouble. Look, little girl, you did it. And that's just an example. Like, that's the only example. I'm just saying that's an example. But I just wanted to make a point. Like, we've all experienced different things. We all, have those moments where we do get emotional or something may trigger us. And like I said, her video triggered me. Jamie's show triggered me, and it made me feel good. It made me happy. It made me sad. Like, it was just all in one. Like, he did a really good job with his special, and I appreciate that. And another thing, if you see something, I feel like you should say something. If you feel like you need to take some time for yourself, I think it's important to take time for yourself. Like I say, it's Fantastic Friday. This is the best time to, stay focused, move forward, and be fabulous. That's all that you can do. So in that case, I'm going to jump off of here. I'm going to go see what Malia is doing. I'm going to continue to have a fantastic Friday. And you can meet me either Saturday or Sunday. Oh, me, myself, and just Monica. And we're going to talk about it more. Okay. Talk to you soon.